There's so much to love about Maine. The people, the places, the food. And we're here to share it all with you. Each week, our team brings you the very best of vacation land. This is MaineLife.
Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, after many miles.
Alna, Maine is kind of in the middle of nowhere, according to a lot of people, but it's also pretty central to a lot of mid-coast.
We are going to take you on a historic railway ride through the Maine wilderness and get to experience a little bit of what is happening here in Alna and mid-coast Maine.
That should keep you going for the rest of the day.
Look at this.
Maine continues to surprise and inspire me. After living and working in this beautiful state my entire life, I continue to discover new places and meet a lot of hardworking and interesting people. Just one of the reasons I love supporting MaineLife. Each week, it takes us all somewhere new and exciting. Hi, I'm Andrew Silsby, President and CEO of Kennebec Savings Bank. Come into any of our locations and experience the difference. But until then, we hope you enjoy this episode of MaineLife. Thanks for watching.
Hi everybody and welcome to this episode of MaineLife. Take a look around. If you can't guess where we are, this community is always bustling in the summertime, but I think just as cool and cozy in the off season.
Yes, Wiscasset is widely known for that famous lobster shack sitting over our shoulders, but there are so many great new restaurants, art galleries, oyster bars, wine shops, and so much more. And we're coming back here for lunch.
Yes, but first we're gonna leave the coast and begin our episode in Alna, Maine. It's about a 10-minute drive to introduce you to a beautiful farm and a really incredible experience. Good job, concierge. Good job.
Welcome to the Wiscasset, Waterville, and Farmington Railway Museum, where we're going to take you on a historic railway ride through the Maine wilderness up to top of Mountain Station. And at top of Mountain Station, you can board a hayride up to our friends at SeaLyon Farm, where you'll meet Don and Marsha Lyons and get to experience a little bit of what is happening here in Alna and mid-coast Maine.
The Wiscasset, Waterville, and Farmington Railway Museum was established in the early 1980s to rebuild the railway, which originally ran from 1894 to about 1933. And we're rebuilding on the original right-of-way, trying to preserve the history of how life was in the Sheepshead Valley. It's all volunteers. People come from around the country on our work weekends to help us grow the railroad. It's part of our culture, part of our spirit. We all work together.
Tickets, please.
We run trains nearly every weekend throughout the year. During the summer, we have concerts here during the day, and during the Christmas season, we have our Victorian Christmas event and market, and we also have stargazing trains here, a whole multitude of different events to serve all interests in the community. More than anything, what we want people to come out here and experience is something that's really at the heart of what makes Maine special. And what this railroad was built for is really serving the local economy and the local community, not connecting big metropolises. This isn't the huge railroad of the Vanderbilts. This is the local tiny railroad that helped you get your milk from your farm to the people who wanted to drink it, who got the butter there, who got your kids to school. And we like to bring people back in a modern way to the past so they can make a connection about that for themselves, wherever it reaches them in their life, because in the end it's about a personal connection and having something meaningful happen and change you.
They call this the top of the mountain, and we're about to take Aaron and Vanessa to SeaLyon Farm in Alna, Maine. This is one of our favorite spots. We are here year-round.
Yep.
In the summertime, we do lavender trains. In the fall, we do the pumpkin trains. We do some Christmas events. And then in February, we do steam and sleighs. In addition to that, we are available to do private functions.
Yep.
We do weddings. We do just about anything. I've done anniversaries down in Booth Bay. I have a wedding carriage that's kind of like a Cinderella carriage. We're pretty much up for anything. I've been in Alna about 20 years. Sawyer
About 25 years.
been here all of his life, and my husband's from here. I grew up over in Newcastle. I've had horses all my life, and my daughter was eventing, and then I just sort of took over doing this with the carriage rides because it's fun and people enjoy it, and I get to go out and show my horses off.
So there's one close to us is Ace of Spades, and the one on the other side of the name is Magic Mike.
Is that have any relation to the movie, or?
Never knew about it.
I didn't know that it was the stripper movie. And so everybody that sees his name laughs about him, and he has the biggest feet that a horse could have. They don't even make shoes hardly big enough for this horse. I don't know if that should be on there, but
Oh boy.
Mikey. They weigh about a ton apiece.
Wow.
They're my 2 tons of fun.
Beautiful.
I
Oh, I
Mikey.
love you. Oh, look at your ears.
There's so many people that have never been anywhere near a horse, and they're afraid to sometimes even ask, can we pat them? And it's like, absolutely, you can come and pat them, and children are just mesmerized a lot of times by them, and it's just seems to bring a lot of smiles to a lot of people's faces.
It does.
It makes you feel good.
Here we are today at SeaLyon Farm. SeaLyon Farm is a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business, and we do a lot of agritourism.
We grow vegetables, pumpkins, and a lot of lavender.
Events here at SeaLyon Farm are centered around the WW&F Railroad, and we run that around the calendar. We have Steam and Sleigh in February. We have an Easter egg hunt. We have Pick Your Own Lavender for the whole month of July. Pick Your Own Pumpkins in the fall. And then we go into Christmas trains. We try to keep it a old-fashioned Maine experience, outdoor experience. It's very rustic. The train brings us 80 to 100 people at a time, and we usually have several vendors for these events where we have food, we have Maine products, and value-added products that we produce right here at the farm.
We have 12 varieties of jam that some of them are infused with lavender, blueberry lavender, strawberry lavender, peach lavender. We make our own soy candles. We distill our own essential oil. It's 100% pure essential oil. We make
Chapsticks, lip balm, beard balm.
And our bees raise the most amazing honey.
I always carry my beard balm with me.
We try to do a partnership with everybody in Alna that has a business, and it works great. We're like a little team, you know.
Most of our vendors are other farms right here in Alna.
Right.
And it's very tight-knit community, but there's a lot of possibilities for expansion here, especially with farming. We started SeaLyon Farm in 2017. We didn't even know the railroad was here to start with. We chose Alna because we had lots of good farmland where nobody knew where it was actually until one day the railroad walked up and said, hey, how about we bring you 65 people to pick their own pumpkins. And that really kicked off the partnership with the railroad, and SeaLyon Farm's been growing exponentially ever since.
Toasty. Oh, this is so
Look
great.
at these cool s'mores kits. This is an awesome breakfast, and we're gonna have so many delicious bites today at Yonder and at the Alna Store. I'm so excited.
This is so awesome. I can't wait to bring Brooks back. Thank you for having us.
Oh, look at these guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Oh, look at the goats want some s'mores too.
I don't blame them.
They're eating the marshmallows.
Oh my gosh.
Yum.
At Berlin City, we give drivers a worry-free guarantee on service. That means no surprises when your vehicle needs maintenance. And with our complete vehicle care, every tire purchased is expertly installed by our ASE certified technicians and includes free tire rotations for the life of the tire. And with 2 years of complimentary road hazard coverage, you'll have peace of mind for miles down the road. That's our worry-free guarantee. Berlin City.
Hi everyone, welcome to Yonder. We're on Main Street in Wiscasset. This is our sandwich soup and salad shop. I'm Jonathan, this is my wife and partner Kelsey, and we're excited to serve lunch for you today. I was in the oyster industry for the past 8 years or so and was ready to try something new, scratch a creative itch. And as we started working on it, discovered too, it was also something the community here was really looking for and excited about. So it kind of all came together.
So I'm a freelance photographer, so I'm still able to do that while doing this. I'm kind of the one that's responsible for the interior. We kind of wanted to always create a space that opened up to the community. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm always looking for a lot of healthy, fresh ingredients, and the farms around here offer that. And so we thought we could utilize those fresh ingredients in kind of an opening, warm space.
A goal here, both with the space and with the food, was to make it a little bit of a destination. We wanted to serve up something different and really unique to us. All of our sandwiches are named after our animals at home. So Ed, Tom, and Llewellyn are our 2 miniature donkeys. Ruby Sue is one of our dogs. Bingley is one of our dogs. Bobo is another one of our dogs. And Capitan is our Maine Coon cat.
Who runs the house.
He runs the house. So
small but powerful.
That's why his name is what it is. We wanted to tie in everything that we love, and so our animals are a huge part of our lives. They're some of the inspiration behind everything we do, so they ended up on the menu.
But not literally. Not literally. Yes.
Oh, I'm excited for some
Here we
soup.
go.
I still have it chill.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yum.
so we wanted to warm you guys up, starting things off with a nice hearty beef stew there. One of our soups this week. We've also got a classic tomato soup. To go with that, one of our warm sandwiches on the menu is the El Capitan. And then we've got one of Kelsey's delicious salads. Got a lot of local Morning Dew Farm greens on there and radicchio. And then the 2 sandwiches we've got for you are 2 of our favorites. We've got a bobo, which is a vegan sandwich. It's some smoked mushrooms with an herby bean spread and arugula. And then the Llewellyn, some house smoked chicken, shredded lettuce,
yum.
a little bit of chimichurri and pickled red onions to brighten it up.
I think you found your calling, you guys.
We're working on it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You got it, enjoy.
Bon appetit. Yeah.
So you might have noticed on our menu, our sandwiches come in 3 sizes, small, large, and big, and that should keep you going for the rest of the day.
Look at this. Look at it.
You guys, look at you.
We all know that Red's Eats draws a big crowd, but I think once people taste these sandwiches, the line for this place is going to wrap around the block as well.
I like it.
Yes.
Share the love of Wiscasset.
Yep.
For over 153 years, Kennebec Savings Bank has been a community bank for everyone. Whether it's providing convenient account access, a quick and easy loan process, or supporting the community, our goal is to create lasting relationships rooted in trust and respect. It's always been about integrity and doing what's right for our customers and our communities. I'm Craig Garofalo, and I invite you to stop by a Kennebec Savings Bank location and experience the difference.
There are things we feel around us. Crisp air, warmth, and then there are things we feel within us. Exhilaration, freedom, comfort. belonging. Plan your trip at visitmaine.com.
Every time you shop at Hannaford, you do more than just buy groceries. You support our mission to keep 65 million pounds of food waste each year out of landfills and put it to much greater use. The good food goes to community pantries and food banks. What isn't used there goes to feed these guys. The rest is made into renewable clean energy. All of it helps reduce harmful greenhouse gases and helps sustain our planet for future generations. Hannaford Supermarkets, greater than groceries.
At Poland Spring, we've called Maine home since 1845 and are proud to be part of the community. Over the past 2 decades, investing more than $12 million in the place that we call home. Poland Spring, 100% natural spring water.
At Honda, hybrid is more than fuel efficiency. It means sporty and fun to drive and making Car and Driver's 10 Best list for the 37th time. The Accord Hybrid.
After a delicious lunch in Wiscasset, we now head 15 minutes south to check into the Squire Tarbox Inn, which I've heard so much about over the years. The historic inn, which sits on 12 acres of farmland, is a peaceful retreat located on scenic Westport Island.
Westport Island is a hidden gem. We always say we're off the beaten path. There are quite a few preserves for you to enjoy. It is a pretty special place. You have to kind of have a reason to come to Westport, and so it's just nice and quiet life. The Squire Tarbox Inn, the name comes from Samuel Tarbox, and he was dubbed the Squire of the area. He was a really prominent figure, and he acquired the property and added onto it in 1825. In 1950s, it was acquired by 2 sisters who turned it into the Summer's Kitchen. And then it truly took off as an inn in the 70s when the Mittmans owned it, and they had a goat farm here. And to this day, I still get phone calls of people calling to order goat cheese, which unfortunately we don't have, but it just is a memory that's carried on for years or decades. We have 11 rooms on site. Each are eclectic in the way that they look, but still have the same feel to it. Each room is comfortable with its own heat or air conditioning, its own restroom, so there's no shared restrooms on site, which is a pretty big deal for an inn this size. We also offer homemade breakfast each morning with locally roasted coffee from Crossroads. We do homemade pastries, savory dish, yogurt, berries for everyone to enjoy. It's kind of like a family style, so you get to enjoy breakfast with everyone that's dining, which is a unique experience as well. So we may not be a goat farm anymore, but we have really leaned into the hospitality aspect. And so you can come experience that rural life where the room we're standing in is the original barn of the property, but Lisa and Michelle have converted it into a comfortable space for guests to hang out. And then we're really trying to hone in on private events and weddings. So typically we've taken the 1820s barn that the Mittmans used for their goats, and we've opened that up to become the wedding venue. We are so thankful to have you stay with us this evening, and during the day you can explore Wiscasset, which is about 10 minutes away, and you have all kinds of local shops, coffee stores, restaurants, and then as well as moving towards Alna, which is about 15 minutes down the road, 15-20 minute drive to the Alna Store, which all of our guests love going to for their locally roasted coffee as well, and their breakfast and dinner program. We'd love for you to come visit us on Westport Island, so please come stay with us and get cozy or book a private event. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to Alna. Dinner tonight is at the center of this special town. Vanessa has been raving about the owners, chef, and experience here at the Alna Store.
So we're here at the Alna Store. Alna, Maine is kind of in the middle of nowhere, according to a lot of people, but it's also pretty central to a lot of mid-coast. And we're really excited to show you more about what we're doing and why we took over. The Alna Store is a market and restaurant. And we do sell kind of a very beautiful curated selection of groceries, as well as natural and minimal intervention wines. We have beer, we have locally produced charcuterie and cheeses, local produce. So you can feel free to stop by and just check out the market or make a reservation and dine with us. Tonight, Wednesday night, is our pizza night, which is a really lovely and more casual night of service. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, we have more of a destination dinner that's all of our chefs' inspirations of the moment. And it's typically a very small, hyper-locally sourced, gorgeous menu.
I grew up in Salem, New Hampshire, and I originally found the Portland food scene through my buddy Tony. He was a sous chef at Scales at the time. Working at Scales, it's such high volume. I definitely honed a lot of skills to be able to produce a lot of food. They do close to like 700 covers a night. It's much nicer, relaxed pace up here in Alna.
Being here in this area, working with so many farmers that I've known my entire life, or people who are now successful farmers who were my peers in grade school and high school, it's really fulfilling. And it's so much more than food. It's creating really an element of magic, I would say. It's curating an ambiance and food and drink that all work together harmoniously.
So tonight we're doing the espresso martini and a palmetto. The espresso martini is a fantastic cocktail to have, especially this time of year. It's getting dark. It'll keep you awake. We use tandem coffee in that, so great quality coffee. Then the palmetto is a really exciting cocktail. I myself love classics. It's a Prohibition era cocktail. You'll see it in the Savoy Cocktail Handbook. It's gonna be Manhattan-esque, but instead of whiskey, we use a blended rum there. And then in addition to Angostura bitters, there's gonna be orange bitters as well.
So this is a tempura fried squash. There's a house fermented black garlic mayo and a cranberry ponzu. And then we have our house fries, of course. And then we have chicken wings from Echo Farm, which is actually here in Alna, about 5 minutes up the road. And then the salad you have here is a frisée au lardon. Our pizzas are always 100% sourdough, naturally leavened. We do have a shrimp scampi tonight, which
It's our favorite.
we did not plan.
I have a dog named Scampi.
Thank you.
If you guys don't get a James Beard nomination, I mean, I'm serious. I know this is your casual locals night, and I'm looking forward to coming back for your full dinners. I've been here for brunch many times.
Yeah.
And excited to host one of our chef and hospitality dinners here in March, which is going to be
really
exciting.
great.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
let you all dig in.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. There's a reason I named my dog after this dish.
Oh, yeah.
It is one of the all-time great Italian classics.
Oh, wow.
So good.
Another great day.
Well, the slush nog has been poured. Our journey has concluded. Alna, Wiscasset, and Westport. We'll be back.
Cheers.
Nog, nog, nogging on heaven's door. Whoa. Hey, 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 yeah. Nog, nog, knocking on heaven's door.
Thank you everybody for watching this episode of MaineLife. To follow all of our amazing adventures, you can check out our Instagram, MaineLife TV, or at Arano Valley, our Facebook page, MaineLife Media. You can get all of our shows for free on YouTube and the New Center Maine app, and become a MaineLife member. Sign up by going to our website, MaineLifeMedia.com, for exclusive content, some great deals, and so much more. Happy adventuring, everybody. We'll see you next week. The snowflakes just started to, or where are they?
That famous lobster sack.
Choo choo!
I don't even know how this thing works.
What are you doing?
I was gonna brush my hair.
Slush nogs up.
Cheers to Magic Mike.
Oh my God. And his big hoofs.